Namaste. Today's practicing, we are going to start it off a virasana, kneeling pose. So your big toes are touched, your heels are open, and sit your bums on your heels and place your back of your hands on your knee, on your thigh. Roll your shoulders and back. Bring your chin to the chest, lengthening your spine, opening your shoulders, and lift your chest up. So keep breathing here. We are going to take a few moments to find your center in this position, virasana. So take deep inhalation and long exhalation here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Slow and gentle breath here. Once you're ready, interlace your fingers, sending your palms to the ceiling and over to the back. Send your gaze to the ceiling and lift your chest up. Exhale, rounding your back, send your gaze to the navel and palms facing the wall in front of you. And inhale again. Your arms are passing by your ears. And exhale, rounding your back, palms facing to the wall in front of you and rounding your back here. One last inhale. Opening up your chest. Exhale, rounding your back. Send your gaze to the navel. Breathe. Now, release your arms and sending your arms to the back. Interlace your finger, roll your shoulders and back. Try to put your scapula put together in the middle line and send your gaze to the ceiling. Or if you wish, you can drop your neck to the back. So breathe. Keep breathing. Your scapulars are meeting in the middle line of your back. Breathe. Your heart's lifted. And inhale. Come back to the center. And release your hands and come in onto tabletop position. First of all, check your alignment. Your kneecaps are just below your hips. And your wrists are just below your shoulders. Start with a cat and cow. Inhale, drop your spine. Cow. Exhale, rounding your back, sending your gaze to the navel. Cat. Inhale, opening up your chest, sending your gaze to the ceiling. Cow. Exhale, rounding your back. Cat. One last one. Inhale, drop your spine down. Opening your chest. Cow. Rounding your back. Cat. Here. Breathe. Inhale. Come back to the neutral position. Now sending your left leg to the back. Come onto the toe. Now inhale. Exhale. Push the heels down to the floor. The heel doesn't need to touch the floor, but just keep pushing the heel to the floor. That's important. Keep pushing. Now, next one, bring your left leg to the side and bend your knees and make a circle with your knee. The circle doesn't need to be too big or too small. It's up to you, or it depends on your flexibility of your hips. Bring the leg out to the side again. Work your fingertips towards your body. And come on to gate pose. Make sure your heels is in line with your kneecap. Inhale, reaching your arms out. Bring the right hands to the left side bend. Make sure engaging your core. Tuck your tailbones under. Breathe. Keep breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to the center. Place your right hand on your hips and left hand on the back of your head and shift to the right. This is very intense stretch asanas here, so keep engaging your core. Stay still, breathe. Inhale, come back to the center. Now bring your foot out to the front of the mat. Flex your toes, hands on the floor. So what is important is you straighten your leg and flex your toes. Keep flexing your toes. Bring your toes close to your body. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Open up your chest and slowly, gently forward bend. Either you can forward bend, stays, or you can just stay on half lift. It's really up to your feeling, how you feel today. Now from there, bend your front knee. Place your sole of the foot on the floor and bend the left leg, left knee, and push the hips down onto the floor. Low lunge here. You can place your hands on the knee, on your left knee. Make sure your hips are squared and your front of your right thigh is keep pushing down onto the floor. And place hands on the floor. Bring your left leg to the back. Coming onto tabletop position again. Let's go for the other side. Bring the right leg to the back. Come onto the toes and push the heels down onto the floor. Keep pushing the right heel onto the floor. Keep pushing and keep breathing. Bring the leg to the side, to the right. Bend your knees and make a circle. Good few times here. The circle doesn't need to be too big, so it's up to you. You can make a big circle or a small circle. And legs out, fingertips, walk your fingertips towards your body. Make sure, hands out. Again, let's go for the other side. Arms out. Bring the left hand to the right. Breathe. You tuck your tailbones under. Activate your core. Breathe. Whenever you're exhaling, you can just go down a little bit further to the right. So you can opening your rib cage, or you can push the rib cage towards the ceiling, so you can just help you collapsing, not collapsing your body. Now place your left hand on your left hips and shift. Breathe, engaging, very strongly engaging your core here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, come back to the center. Bring your feet, your right feet to the top of the mat. Straight your leg, your right leg, and flex your toes. And inhale, exhale down. You can come on to fingertips, or you can make a fist instead of fingertips, whichever you feel like to do it. Inhale, exhale, go forward, and slowly, gently. No rush or no force there. So stay half lift like this. Now place your sole of the foot on the floor and bend your knees and keep pushing the heels. Low lunge. And breathe. Make sure your hips are squared. Now bring legs down, back to tabletop position. Curve your toes under, sending your hip onto the heel. And let's make a way to downward facing dog. From here, you can bend your knees, one leg bend with the other one straight. One leg bent, the other one straight. So you can feel the straight leg, the stretched backside of your leg are completely stretched. So you can do slow or gently, or you can do a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2 here. Oh, on your inhale, let's go. Come on to full downward facing dog. Heels down, or you can bend your knees, that's fine. Just sending your hip onto the heel. Now, half step forward, so you can intensify this position here. You can feel the great stretch feeling at the back of your legs here now. Breathe. Send your gaze to top of the mat. Bring your left leg, right leg to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees and rest your chest on to your thighs completely. Your top body is completely rest on your thigh, and slowly, gently roll back up to standing, one vertebra at a time. You have to engage in your core to come on to standing pose. The last one coming up is your neck. Now let's go back down. So send your gaze to the floor and slowly, gently roll back down to the floor, one vertebra at a time. Slowly, gently, with control. Abdomen. Then rest your chest onto your thigh. Your top body part is completely resting onto your thighs. Breathe. Bend your knees and slowly, gently, we are gonna roll back up to standing. Slowly, gently. Come on to mountain pose here. Breathe. Now from there, your feet are hip distance apart, engaging your core gently. Tuck your tailbones under, roll your shoulders on back, draw your chin to the chest. Mountain pose. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, coming onto chair pose. Pushing the heels down onto the floor, sending your sit bone to the wall behind you. Breathe. Bring the palms to the chest and inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Your right elbow placing your left knee. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, opening, extending your arms out. Breathe. Try to bring your navel into your thigh, a little bit closer to your thigh. Breathe. Inhale, bring the arms together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, place palms on the floor. Bring the left leg, followed by right leg, knees on the floor, hips, chest, shoulders, and head. From here, we are gonna practice different variation of cobra pose, Bhujangasana. First, place your palms at your crown of your head. Push the palms on the floor. Inhale, lift your chest up. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ear, not hunching or jamming. Push your shoulders away from your ears. Not like that. Push it away. Inhale, exhale down, lowering your chest and head, and bring the palms by your shoulders and push the palms into the floor and pubic bone into. Inhale, lift your chest up and head. Send your gaze to the wall in front of you and keep breathing. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale, lowering your chest and head. Bring your palms by your rib cage now. Hugs your elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest up. Your wrists are just below your shoulders. Again, shoulders away from your ear. If you feel like to do it, you can drop your neck to the back. Up dog. Just keep breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lowering your chest and head down. Curse your toes under, sending your hip onto the heel. Let's make a way to downward facing dog. Push the heels down. Breathe. You can bend your knees. That's another option here. Send your gaze to the top of the mat. Send your right leg followed by left. Inhale, half lift. Engaging your core. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming on to Tadasana. Let's go for the other side. Once you're ready, inhale. Reaching arms up. Exhale, knees down. Sending your heels to the floor. Engaging your core. Breathe. Bring the palms at your heart center. Now this time we are going to twist to the right. So your left elbows placing onto your right side, right knee. Extend your arms out. Breathe. You can send your gaze. You can look up or look down, whichever you feel like to do it. Inhale, bring the hands down together. Exhale, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, place palms on the floor, sending your left leg, followed by right. Knees on the floor, hips, chest, shoulders, and head down. Again, we are going to practice different variation of Bhujangasana. First, inhale. Keep breathing. Exhale down. Bring the palms by your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest up. Again, shoulders away from your ear. Push the palms onto the floor. Breathe. In, exhale down. Bring the palms by your rib cage now. Hugs your elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest up. And if you wish, you can drop your neck to the back. Up dog. Just make sure you keep pushing your back of your foot onto the floor. Inhale, exhale, lowering down. Curse your toes under, sending your hip onto the heel. Let's make a way to downward facing dog. Either you can straighten your legs or bend your knees, that's fine. Breathe here. Send your gaze to the top of the mat. Bring your left leg. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, inhale, coming up to standing pose here. Take a few breaths here to find your center again. Now next one, roll your shoulders and back. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, place palms on the floor. Send your right leg to the back. We are gonna make a high lunge, reaching arms up to the ceiling. Make sure your front knee is not going too far to forward. So your ankle and knees are in line. Hips are squared. Activate your core. Breathe. From here, bring the right hands on the floor. Swing your left arm over to the left ear. So there's a twist motion here happening on your middle part of your body, your abdomen, your chest, and your shoulders. Twist. Just make sure you're not collapsing onto your right hand. Just create a support on your right arm, but not collapsing onto it. Bring the left hand on the floor. Your heels down on your back leg. Inhale. Come on to Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Just find your alignment here. Your knees and shoulders away from your ears. Now, from there, straight your front leg. Push your left hands sending your left hand to the wall in front of you and sending your hips to the back. Place your hands on your shin or on the floor, or you can even grab your big toe. And inhale, reaching your left arm over to the ceiling. Make sure you keep pushing your hips to the back and sending your gaze to the ceiling. If your shoulder is rolling in, just you can place your hands on your back. You can send your gaze to the ceiling or you can look down, whichever you prefer. Is your own practice. Breathe. Bring your hand, bend your front knee, and we are gonna do twist it again. Different variation of Parsvakonasana. Keep pushing in. Inhale. Exhale. Twist a little bit further so your navel is close to your thigh, and sending your left leg. Kneel down. Hips, chest, shoulders, and head down. We're gonna practice different variation of Bhujangasana that we have a practice. You can pick whichever you wish to practice. Sending your heels to the let's make a downward facing dog. Breathe. It's a resting pose as well. So just catching your breath. Here. Sending your gaze to the top of the mat. Bend your knees. Bring your right leg to the top, followed by left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, bend your knees and activate your core. Slowly coming on to Tadasana again. Let's go for the other side. One more time. Again, check your alignment. Shoulders, roll your shoulders on back. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms on the floor, sending your left leg to the back. Now, once you're ready, come on to Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. You're reaching your arms up to the ceiling, straight your back leg, your front knee, squaring your hips, engaging your core. Keep engaging, activate your body. Bring the left hands on the floor. Now swing your right arm over to the right ear. twist. Again, don't collapse onto your left arm. Create a support. And twist a little bit further. Your belly buttons into your thigh. Breathe. Bring the hands down. Right hands on the floor. Your heels down. Back leg. Inhale. Warrior 2. Check your alignment. You can place a little bit. You can play a little bit. You can palms facing upward, facing down, or side, whichever you like it. Just make sure your knees, your front knee is aligned. Now place. Now we are gonna do Trikonasana here. Straight your front leg, sending your left hips to the back, sending your right arms to the wall in front of you. Place your hand, your right hand on your shin. Swing your left arm over to the ceiling, or place back of your hand if one of your shoulders is rolling in. But just make sure you keep pushing your hips, your left hips to the wall behind you. Breathe. Opening up your shoulders, opening up your chest. Now bend your front knee. We're gonna do the variation of Parsvakonasana again. Bring your right arm by your right ear. Breathe. The best way is you can just bring the navel as close as possible to your thigh. Come on, sending your leg to the back, knees, shoulders, head. Another different variation of cobra or up dog. You pick whatever you prefer to do it today. Just make sure you keep breathing. Down, curves under, hips downward, facing dog. So push the heels down onto the floor, sending your hip onto the wall, to the ceiling, engaging your core. Activate your body, but resting. Sending your gaze to the top of the mat. Bring the right leg to the top, followed by left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend here. Inhale, bend your knees. Slowly, gently coming onto Tadasana. Keep breathing here as a resting pose. Now next one, we're gonna do a little bit of back bending here. So come on to sit position, bend your knees. Your feet are hip distance and parallel. Pull your gluteus out, lengthening your spine, opening your chest, sending your arms to the back. Your fingertips are facing toward your body. Inhale, lift your chest up, heart lifted, sending your gaze to the ceiling. Stays here. Inhale, keep breathing. So from there, inhale, lift your hips up and sending your gaze to the ceiling completely. Keep breathing, engaging your core. Keep sending your hips to the ceiling. Just don't drop your neck just yet. Just focusing on breathing, engaging your core. Inhale, exhale, bring your hips down. Now bring and sit and twist your body side to side, your upper body side to side. Now next one, let's practice. Let's bring slightly gentle movement onto your body. Now send your arms to the back again. Your fingertips are facing to the body. Now extend your legs out, point your toes. Inhale, lift your chest up. From there, inhale, lift your hips up. So look your hips and chest. If it is parallel or in line, you can just drop your neck to the back. Keep breathing here, engaging your core. Keep pushing your hips to the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down, heels down, everything's down. So bring the knees towards your chest. Bring small movement onto your body. Then hug your knees into the chest and place your forehead on your knees. So take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. So feel how you feel. Just notice how you feel at the back side of your body. Next one, let's do the little bit of cooling down position here. So extend your leg out and beat your legs. Pull the gluteus out. Breathe and lengthening your spine and opening up your chest. We're gonna do the forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Either you can grab outer edge of your leg with your hand and opening up your chest. You can bend your knees and rest your chest onto the thighs, and rest your head on your neck, your legs. That's fine. You can stay here, or if you want to intensify the asanas, you can extend your legs out completely. Use your 2 fingers. Grab the big toes. Inhale, lengthening your spine, opening up your chest. Now slowly, gently come on to forward bend. Bring small gentle movement into your body. Hinging from your hips. And the last one, resting your head on your shin or knees. Breathe. And inhale, coming back to seated position again. Now we're going to practice Janu Sirsasana. Bring the sole of the left foot onto the right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Just make sure your bended knee is not lifted. You just keep pushing into the floor. Flex your toes, extend your leg. Glute your hips onto the floor. Now bring the bended knee into the chest. Wrap around with your right hand, sending your left arm to the back. Maravillosa. Inhale, twist. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twists. Inhale, come back to the center. Now bring your wrap around your sole of the foot with 2 hands. Bring the knees to the chest. You can stay here, or you can extend. You can straighten your leg. You can straighten your left leg. Lengthening your spine. Open up your chest. So feel the stretch. Feel the big, great stretch feeling at the back of your left leg. Now bring the grab your left outer edge of the left leg, left foot, and sending to the right. And send your left arm to the back. Send your gaze to the left fingertips. So twist, inhale, exhale, twist a little bit further. And inhale, come back to the center. Place your hand. Let's go for the other side. Right sole of the foot at the groin of the left thigh. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, forward bend. Again, make sure your bent knee is not lifted. It's glued to the floor. Your bum is glued to the floor to keep breathing. Breathe. Inhale, come back. Again, bring the bent knee into the chest. Wrap around with your left arm, sending your right arm to the back. Send the gaze over to the shoulder, right shoulder. Breathe. Try to bring your navel into the thigh as close as possible. Breathe. Twist a little bit further. Inhale, come back to the center. Again, grab your sole of the foot, right foot with 2 hands. Stays here, or extend your leg out. Extend it straight completely. Breathe. Make sure breathing. Now grab your outer edge of the right leg, send into the left, and send your gaze to the right fingertips. Breathe here. Bring the legs down. Beat your legs. Now we are going into Savasana, resting pose. Well done, everybody.